pandemics, where COVID-19 has crippled the world economies, where our government has ordered nationwide shutdown, where hospitals are overwhelmed.
Shortly after, the unthinkable happened.
I was literally stunned and frozen.
And their religious leaders are proven to be frauds. Where do you go to get all your questions answered and to hear what God has to say about this matter? You can only find the answers in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General YAHANNA. We give you scriptural breakdowns of world events and the up and coming world war. We will show you in the Bible where the children of Israel, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today, would suffer slavery in Jamaica, Caribbean, North, Central, and South America, and other parts of the world. We will show you in the Bible where God said He would send plagues upon the earth before He frees people from this captivity.
The World Health Organization has declared coronavirus a global pandemic.
We will give you the true teaching of the Bible, precept upon precept. To learn more, subscribe today and call the number in the description for I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. Shalom.
Mais nous-mêmes haïtiens, nous-mêmes qui baguons d'âme dans nous, nous-mêmes qui baguons bon comme nous, nous traitons nous comme des animaux. Et nous allons montrer qui est dans la Bible. Nous allons montrer dans Deutéronome chapitre 9, qui va nous connaître de nous. Mais nous-mêmes nous ne pas connaître. Parce que nous faisons identité nous. De nous aller dans l'esclavage. Comme Deutéronome 7. Deutéronome chapitre 7, verset 6. N'a fait ça parce que c'est un peuple qui vit à pas pousser, mon Dieu nous ennuyer. C'est des désir ça. À partir des grands papas nous pouvons courir. Qui dit que nous sommes peuple papa. Nous-mêmes haïtiens, nous sommes peuple papa. Continuez-y. C'est nous-mêmes, Seigneur, mon Dieu, nous avons choisi à tout peuple qui est sur la terre pour nous faire nous tourner au peuple qui est les balles. Dans tout peuple qui est sur la terre, Seigneur, choisi nous-mêmes, haïtiens. Nous comptons à l'envers, à vérifier dans ma douleur. Seigneur, va aimer tout le monde. Seigneur, c'est haïtien, c'est moi, c'est espagnol avec les pieds de la citadelle. Parce que ton service c'est mouillé. Et c'est avec le Seigneur parler là. Si ta Seigneur tiré, il t'a encore. Faites la gâterie. Donne-nous encore. Deutéronome chapitre 7, verset 6. On a fait ça parce que c'est un peuple qui vit à pas pousser. Mon Dieu nous a envoyé. C'est nous-mêmes, Seigneur. Mon Dieu nous a choisi. Dans tout peuple qui est sur la terre, pour nous faire nous donner un peuple qui est les balles. Dans tout peuple qui est sur la terre, que Dieu choisit nous-mêmes, haïtiens, choisit nous-mêmes, et c'est ça, blanc maintenant, le haï. Blanc maintenant, le connaît, identité nous. C'est nous-mêmes qui mettons nous dans l'esclavage. Nous qui savons parce que nous en haï, c'est ça que Seigneur choisit nous comme cette Et nous avons un mot qui t'a tenu en défi, nous-mêmes haïtiens, qui écrit dans Deutéronome. Commencez dans verset 1. Deutéronome chapitre 28, verset 1. Si nous coûtons essayer, bon Dieu nous, si nous faisons tout ça, nous pas nous l'autre fait aujourd'hui, Seigneur va faire nous toutes les nations qui plus grandes, parce que toute l'autre nation qui est sur la terre. Seigneur, c'est nous-mêmes haïtiens, nous-mêmes peuple Israël, nous-mêmes petites Lévi, même avec le prophète Moïse, qui était des descendants de Lévi. À partir du prophète Moïse, Seigneur, c'est nous. Si nous comptons l'autre lieu, si nous vivons selon le règlement qui t'a privé au ministère d'ailleurs, là va faire nous toutes les nations qui piquent, parce que toute l'autre nation qui est sur la terre. Seigneur, c'est nous-mêmes qui avons grande puissance sur la terre. Je voulais dire en nous que c'est les États-Unis, c'est un blanc dans ta qui va même les pays, un blanc dans ta qui va même continuer pour pour tout. Un blanc dans ta qui va même continuer pour danser. Donc, ouais, pour dire, je les dire, c'est eux-mêmes qui ont grande puissance. Mais c'est nous-mêmes qui sommes dans position là. C'est nous-mêmes haïtiens qui sommes dans position pour nous gouverner le monde. Pour qui ça, parce que grand-papa nous Abraham, c'était un jeune garçon qui a marché dans la droiture. Et bien, Seigneur, c'est choisi et nous-mêmes haïtiens, nous sommes descendants Abraham, Isaac, avec Jacob. Avec ça, il va jamais enseigner dans l'école. Nous avons essayé de connaître que nous sommes appliqués. Nous avons appliqué des Israélites. Et Seigneur, c'est nous-mêmes, les haïtiens, nous-mêmes, les Israël, si nous écoutons parole, la prouvée des mondes, la plus grande puissance du monde, les États-Unis comme ça, Joe Biden comme ça, Donald Trump comme ça, Bill Clinton comme ça. Comment nous connaissons qui est soyé? C'est nous-mêmes qui va l'identité nous. C'est nous-mêmes qui va qui est soyé. C'est nous-mêmes qui va cultiver nous. C'est nous-mêmes qui va qui langage c'est qu'on parle en bas esclavage. Mais je dis on va faire c'est hébreu ou c'est qu'on parle. Pour qu'ils savent qu'on sont israélites. Pour ces mêmes choisis qu'on dit. Et c'est pour ça qu'il y aura nous. Continuez à dire car on casse de cette oui, si nous coûtons cher, mon Dieu nous, mes bénédictions la vidé sous nous. C'est-à-dire, si nous, la vidé bénédiction sous nous, si nous coûtons parole. Et qui ça qui passe nous-mêmes haïtiens? Qui nous fait nous pas grande puissance sur les jours? Qui nous fait ces blancs dans eux qui a gouverné sous nous sur les jours? Qui nous fait les États-Unis qui a gouverné sous nous sur les jours? Si mon Dieu décide nous que c'est nous-mêmes qui avons grande puissance, et bien parmi eux, Seigneur décide qui en a fait une grande puissance. Si nous obéissons commandement, et bien c'est ça qui passe nous haïtiens. Ça qui passe nous, c'est que nous vivons non par mon Dieu. Nous vivons non par mon Dieu. Même si on est Israël, on doit appeler dans la Bible. C'est Israël a tiré non par mon Dieu. C'est Israël a tiré non par mon Dieu. C'est ça que nous allons en esclavage. Et bien, je vais dire, parce que nous vivons non par mon Dieu, les acteurs blancs dans le Koudia là, il y a gouverné sur nous. Et nous allons trop ça dans la Bible. Parce que Seigneur dit, nous vivons dans la vie, c'est ça qui va arriver. Et nous allons voir ça qui va arriver dans la jeunesse aussi, le Texas. Parce que ça a été prophétisé dans la Bible. Ça a été prophétisé dans la Bible déjà. Verset 15 là pour moi, Baba Pesson. Quand nous avons Deutéronome chapitre 28, verset 15. Mais tout, si nous pas compter bon Dieu, nous, si nous pas faire tout ça, nous allons l'homme, aujourd'hui, si nous pas suivre le règlement, nous, mais maldition, la banne et qui cap tomber sur nous. C'est-à-dire, même maldition, la banne cap tomber sur nous. Si nous pas écouter parole, oui, Seigneur, la guerre maldition sur nous. Oui, Seigneur, la guerre maldition sur nous. Pour qui ça, parce que Seigneur, son papa lié. Bon Dieu, c'est papa nous lié. Ou même là, ou bien petit d'abord. Les petits sous font bagage qui mal. Qui t'en fait petit tout? Est-ce qu'on va punir petit tout? Ou punir petit tout? Eh bien, c'est ça que Seigneur fait. Parce que nous qui est globalisés, Seigneur, punit nous. Seigneur qui est dans nous tout. C'est ça simplement nous qui a sorti côté sorti pour mettre nous dans l'esclavage. C'est ça qui a sorti côté sorti pour déstabiliser Haïti. De déstabiliser Haïti. De déstabiliser l'économie d'Haïti. De rentrer avec ça en Haïti. Haïti va faire ça. On va garder les 400 marosos, on va garder les Lapi, on va garder tout le gang qui est en Haïti. On est dans le sauté. Qui est qui en vient avec Damio? On va garder que c'est cocaïne qui a passé en Haïti. Qui est qui en vient avec eux? Eh bien, c'est Émile, c'est Blanc. Vraiment dans son job qui est lié. Et je l'ai dit à l'île pour nous faire ça. Il est pour nous connaître que parce que nous vivons dans le monde pour dire bon job yo ka fini pour le dévorer nous. Bon job yo ka rentrer en Haïti pour dire il la gang en Haïti, il la dame en Haïti, il déstabiliser le pays. Et ça sont mal qui sont liés. Les mal qui sont là, c'est parce que nous vivons dans le Seigneur. Et nous avons tout ça à passer là, bien dans la Bible. Et là, nous étions au nord, chapitre 28. Toute malédiction a passé là, j'ai écrit dans la Bible. Verset 37, le premier Baba Péchard. Quand on commence, Deutéronome chapitre 28, verset 37. Dans tout pays, nous essayons de gagner nous. Nous avons saisi, ouais, ça qui vivait nous. Nous avons saisi, ouais, ça qui a privé nous. Et que ça qui a passé là, je vais vous dire. Mais nous-mêmes, vous saisissez. Vous-mêmes, vous saisissez pour ça. Parce que vraiment, dans son parti, on va penser que c'est des côtés au gaz des photos. On va connaître ça. Et bien, il y a là, Joe Biden, qui a pile monde, a pile Haïti des gros découlés. Parce qu'il y a des vies qu'on va faire dans la Trump. Je dis, on va prendre. Depuis ton blanc manager, c'est Javier. Blanc manager, Javier. Quelle que soit l'idée de Joe Biden, quelle que soit l'idée de Donald Trump, quelle que soit l'idée de Bill Clinton, quel que soit mon meilleur. Depuis son blanc, son job, demandant des Javier. Demandant son job. Est-ce que nous avons ça? Quel est misère à faire nous passer? Quel est à faire nous souffrir? Mais il y aurait nous qui estiment nous avec nous. Malgré ça, il y a pas d'idée. Il va quitter le pays. Il va quitter le côté bouche nous. Nous sommes bonnes statistiques. Liberté 47 pour moi, Baba Christian. Cameroun 40, Deutéronome chapitre 28, verset 49. C'est à pour mener une nation sortie bien loin dans le dernier bout de la terre. Une nation qui ne peut pas parler, une langue, nous ne pouvons pas comprendre. Ok, voilà, qui parle de nos pays là. Qui veut faire nos pays tomber dans l'esclavage. Nous-mêmes, Haïtiens, qui regarde des gens parler dans l'esclavage. Et qu'on connaît qui regarde des gens parler dans l'esclavage. Tout à fait, nous faisons identité, tout à fait, nous faisons regard. Et le vérifier qu'il a dans la Bible. Qu'est-ce qu'il a dans la Bible? Dans Haïtien, c'est le regard original qui est hébreu. Il a dans la Bible. Et pasteur va bien tout ça. Mais encore.
I mean, I was around, it can get me strong sometimes. And you forget how strong you are. Won't be up in their face, but just get them on.
Allez, quand on va faire table là, allez, quand on va faire table là, et puis faire en ligne là. Faire en ligne. Vous mettez tout le monde pour faire en ligne dans chaque bagaille. Si vous besoin toujours, retourner. Si vous besoin toujours, retourner. Mais allez dans fait table là, allez dans fait table là. Vous allez faire tout bagaille en ordre. Ok? Allez dans fait table là, et puis prenez juste chaque bagaille.
That way, all the way down. This way.
Retourner.
That's your car. I told him don't move. Where y'all should car? Hey, where y'all should car? One second, yes. Find somebody.
Shalom, Israel. Si gusta pasar en línea y pueden agarrar una de cada cosa que tenemos aquí. Nosotros somos la escuela israelita de conocimiento práctico universal. Hombre hispano, hombre negro y hombre indio nativo. Nosotros somos Israel y venimos aquí.
Oh, that's completed.
Concert.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, and is run today by Commanding General YAHANNA, the man with the rank and the authority. Is run today by Commanding General YAHANNA, the man with the rank and the authority to be the leader of the nation of Israel at this time. And we say that proudly and unapologetically.
That's right.
I want to say Yahweh Basham Yawashai Barakatam to the brothers, Yahweh Shama Ailatan Basham Yawashai to the sisters. Welcome to our Sunday scripture breakdown. Now we're looking at today, we're looking at the 12th tribe breakdown. And it couldn't have come at a better time when our brothers in America, tribe of Judah, you had some not mainly Judah. Huh? The Levite was in New York, and Mexicans are again, and his tribe of Issachar was
Okay.
there. So it was the tribe of Judah, the tribe of Issachar. That was right there. Meeting the tribe of Levi, the Asians. Couldn't have come at a better time when we are in our feast. It was feast day celebrations, which
Right.
will end next week, Tuesday. That's why this is showing you the power of keeping the feast of the Most High. I want to say Yahweh Basham Yahweh Barakatah to the brothers, Yahweh Shamar Ailatan Basham Yahweh to the sisters. Welcome to our Sunday evening scripture breakdown. All right, now listen, we can go into try and call Captain Yatazak. Try and give him a call. We're doing a live. Number.
Hello.
Dial is not assigned.
All right, I forget the one in front of it. What did I show myself of the one? What I wanted? The one that's in it. 1832, blah, blah, blah. Brother should be roaming in.
Shalom.
Shalom, Captain. Yabashim Yashai
Shabakatam.
All right, Cap. Cap, you're via phone, live UPK Jamaica.
Oh, Yabashim
Shabakatam.
What's going on?
Happy moments in Jamaica, Captain. Happy moments in Jamaica. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this past weekend we did something glorious for the Most High in Christ and for the nation of Israel. We went out there and we put America and Mexico to shame by doing something that they could have done and they didn't do because they hate slaves, but they love their enemies.
Right.
They spent millions of dollars on the Arabs and all the other heathens that come over here. The Chinese got their own side of town in every major city and state in the United States. It's called Chinatown. And they spend money with them and they don't vote and all of that. But when it comes to being Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you are a criminal, you're an alien, you're a refugee, you are a thorn in their side.
Right.
And this past week, they showed that. They showed how much they hate us. In our time of agony, in our time of going through, what we were going through, the president told the brothers that they could come over. The brothers was in Colombia. And the president told them that they could come on over. And when they started to help those Afghanistan people, they started to say, okay, well, I guess we can come over because they're helping them. And they found out that there's a difference between an Arab and a Haitian.
Right.
There's a difference between an Arab, an Afghanistani, and a Negro, and a Hispanic, and a Native American. And so the white man showing who he is had our brothers and sisters under the freeway, and it was horrible to see. So as we were looking at it, it did, and being that they were so close to us, you know, we had to go and do something. So we spoke with General Q and spoke with Captain Kahan, and we took it all the way up the chain to see if it was anything that we could do. So we had the brothers go and do some recon on the spot, go and check it out. One night after camp, I think Saturday night after camp, we got to camp about 10 something. We had the brothers go check it out, and when they checked it out, they saw that they were under the bridge, but we needed to see what it looked like during the daytime. So we sent them back down there on Monday, and we got the full intel on it. They're living in the worst condition, in the most hellish condition that anybody would, you know, it was just evil the way they was sleeping under the bridge. And so we made it our duty to go down there and rescue them. So we got the permission. We got the U-Haul rescue truck. The next day we went down there and we made sure that we can get them the food, water, the toiletries, and all of that. And when we got to the Border Patrol told us that we couldn't give them the stuff physically. And I was like, you know, what do you mean we can't give it to them? We right here, we got the manpower, you know, and they were like, no, if you want to give this away, you have to go to the local church and donate it to them. And we were like, donate it. There's no reason to donate it to the church when the people are under the bridge.
Let me interrupt you a minute, Captain, and show my recognition for that statement which you make. You are a righteous diplomat, man.
Right.
That answer which you give, the people are not under a bridge. Not sorry, the people are not at a church. They can't say we throw any stones at the church. That's diplomacy. All right, so we're getting there. We're getting ready for leadership, rulership, I should say.
That's what it is. Yeah. Hold on, say it again. You said we getting ready for rulership?
Rulership.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And they know it. And they saw us walking in there, and they thought by being mean to us and not helping us, that as usual, no one was going to step in and take on the charge of helping those brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So we stepped in, and they saw how happy those brothers and sisters were, and how they felt safe by us showing up, and how we clicked with them, and how it was us and Issachar, and it was us and Issachar and Asher and Naphtali and Gad and Reuben. We were all working together. The thing that people don't know is the Issacharites were helping the Haitians. They were hiding the Haitians. They were housing them. They were hiding them in their houses and stuff like that. And when they saw us out there, people speaking Spanish, people speaking Creole, people speaking English, all working together for one purpose, it was a threat to their society. Because they started to see that someone stepped up to be the leader of these people they hate so much.
Most High in Christ, Captain. And I saw the pride, what's the word I use again? The appreciation in the Mexicans, they felt good. Right. I could see it in the video. Right. I would say to my ribs, damn, the Mexicans felt good that, you know, the Black Americans, who we know as the tribe of Judah, come across the border to help the Asians. And everybody was just orderly. That's the important thing. That's how you know that the Most High was there, because the Most High deal with order.
Right.
Right.
And that's another thing that it proves. They try to make our people seem like we have no class, like we're so evil and we don't have, you know, we're so unruly and undisciplined. And I mean to tell you, when we got out there, nobody was talking loud, nobody was speaking out of turn. It was order from the time we stepped on the scene until the time we left. When we told them to get in line, when Yatazar from New York got on there and told them to get in line, them brothers got in one single file line. It was no pushing. It was no arguing. People was and then at the end, the brother got on the mic and said, "Look, they gave this to us for free, so don't sell this to your brothers. The people that wasn't here to get this, don't sell it. Give it to them freely, the way they gave it to us freely."
Yeah.
And you know that's nothing but the Spirit of the Lord.
Right,
that was on them. Because of because of the brotherhood they saw from us, they started to perpetuate that same brotherhood through the camp that they were in, and that right there, that made our oppressor afraid.
Right.
Because now we can't oppress them and expect for them to become savages toward each other.
Right.
Our oppression toward them is making them love each other and work together.
Right.
And they had to stop that and step in so that they could be the heroes, because they don't ever want us to look to each other for help. Right. They always want us to look to them for help.
Right.
So, you know, the Wada Yahweh Bashimi, I was trying to Commander Jimmy Hunter and the leaders of this school and leadership, how everything got handled. You know what I'm saying? It was the Lord that did it. And we're going to have a whole lot more chances to do that same exact thing all over the world. Y'all going to get y'all chance. And brothers from other sides of the goals, they going to get their chance. And we going to, and everybody's going to know, like the scriptures say, that your priests, your teachers will not be hidden anymore. Everybody's going to know where to find their priest. They're not going to look at the Christian church. They're not going to look in the Muslim mosque. They're going to be looking for the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA.
Canada one. Question: who was the brother that was reading the scripture? Yatazar was speaking. Who was reading?
It was a brother named I.S.U.P.K that's in Canada.
He was reading from Canada?
He was reading from Canada.
Damn.
And Yatazar was in
New York. Now that is the Most High. You know, another thing that we saw right there, Christ himself said that greater things than him we will be doing. Christ wasn't able to speak to any multitude that far away.
Right. The scriptures say that the gospel must be preached to all four corners of the earth before Christ come back.
Right.
And that's what we did. We opened the breaches. We opened the door for all the four corners to hear the truth. And now they say we on 3,000 channels in Central and South America.
Really?
So you got people on there talking about us, and you got people saying we dress like Power Rangers and all that. But one thing I like to say is I've never seen the Power Rangers lose a fight. So, you can call us the Power Rangers all you want. Well, Power Rangers is walking away with victories. So that's what we are. We're going to be the superheroes of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And people going to laugh at us, and they going to talk noise the same way they did Christ. And they going to laugh the same way they did Noah until that day come when that ark closed. Then it ain't gonna be laughing no more.
Hey, Cap, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I've always been, it was my dream to see our brothers go down by the border and help the other tribes. To see Judah go down by there and help. And I've always been saying this to Captain Nighthawk. I've always been pressing him. Cap, remember from the time that the other tribes were coming up the border, the Northern Kingdom was coming up. Hello, sir.
I hear you. I'm listening up.
Right.
We've been trying to get out there to help the brothers. It's funny because we was trying to get out there to Mexico when they was when they started doing that ICE deportation, and they was putting the
babies in the cages and all that.
Right.
By the time we got out there, they had our people in the FEMA camps, so we couldn't get to them.
Okay.
You know, we couldn't get to them because it was federal ground. So this time, you know, like I was telling Captain Kahan, I was like, we got to hurry up and do it. We can't wait because, you know, they starting to deport them and they trying to get them out of here before somebody can come and help. And you see how it is because once we went out there, then everybody started to go out there.
Yeah.
Wanted to go out there. Now the Christian churches out there, you know, and now everybody care about the Haitians.
Right.
You know?
Right. So that now show up everybody, and they try to, but
everybody.
Yeah, the government removed them before the others came in because this was an I.S.U.P.K moment.
Yeah, everybody got moved. Everybody got moved. Now ain't nobody under the freeway. Ain't nobody in the park. They found a way to get everybody out of there.
Okay. Yeah, it has always been a dream of mine from I was younger in the truth, still young, but younger in the truth. I've always dreamed of, that was about 2 years ago. And I always asking Captain Nighthawk if we can go down by the border. Can't we go down there and help our people? Of course, he give the same reasons that General Mahaiman would be giving you, brothers.
Right.
That, you know, whatever, you go down there and this, that. And I said, listen, man, we are no cowards. But it didn't happen at that time. And as you said, you tried. I didn't know that the brothers tried to go down there at that time. But I know that the brothers who actually went there this time are in the history book of not only I.S.U.P.K, but as you say, on over 3,000 channels within within the Central and South American news. So that's how the Most High, decided to move in this time in reaching the Northern Kingdom. That was a UPK moment, and this has brought joy to the Jamaican camp.
Yes, man.
Trust me, brother. We are so proud of you, brother.
Damn right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was it, man. It was a glorious event, and you know, like me and the brother say, and we would do it all over again. But one thing that did happen, the Lord, He let us know that He was with us because it was a point in time when we were down there. We had got lost. We had got lost twice. We got lost twice, and a random man pulled up. Random men, 2 men in a truck, in a van, an all-black van, and they pulled up and they said, "Y'all trying to get to Acuna?" We was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Follow us," and they was blocking off the traffic, and they was, you know, making sure we can get through. And once we got to the street we needed to, they just disappeared. We didn't see them no more.
You don't see them.
And we got there, and when we was on our way back, we got lost under the bridge trying to find our way to the border, and it was 5 in the morning, and that same truck with them same 2 brothers popped up and said, "Oh, y'all went the wrong way. Y'all need to follow us." And they led us to the border and got all of us to the border, and we looked back again, and they were gone.
All right. No.
The Lord let us. The Lord had His angels out there with us, and we thank the Lord for His protection because, like they said, it was a level 4. You know, it was a level 4. You know, with the cartel and all of that. But like we explained to them, we fear the Father, and you know, we all, you know, we know that what we was doing was bigger than anything that anybody could have been doing, and we know the Lord wanted done. So we just went with that. We knew that the Lord wanted it to get done, and He wasn't gonna let nothing stop it. And so we didn't let nothing stop us.
Well, I don't know if you have ever listened to us when we start our class here in I.S.U.P.K Jamaica, where we always say I.S.U.P.K under commanding General YAHANNA, the man with the rank and the authority to be the leader of this nation and this mission approved not by General Mahaiman, but approved by the one man that is over Israel, General YAHANNA himself. And I hope I will get the chance one day to say Tawada to command in General YAHANNA, either directly over the phone or in person. So this mission has proved that we are right to say what we say.
God.
He is the man to be the leader of the nation at this time.
That's right.
Over 3,000 channels in the Northern Kingdom now know that they are the Israelites. The very news, like we say in our prayer, open up the internet.
Yeah, open up the internet
and the airwaves.
Yeah, and the cable access channels.
Right.
And guess what? All of them got opened up this week.
All of them got opened up.
Right.
Captain Yatazak is the man of the moment. You were the one who led the delegation, right?
Hey, it was the Lord. I don't take no credit for none of that. I don't take no credit for none of that.
Well, guess what? All the brothers who done great things in Israel, whether you take credit or not, they are the ones who make it to the scriptures. So,
Most High Christ, the water to you, brothers, but I'm giving it right back to the Lord.
Yeah, you're right to do so. No problem in that. But you can just understand our joy. One, what we have, that which we have always said. I remember I've had brothers in the school ask us, I've been asking us, who tell you to say the way we open the class? They ask us, who tell us to say that? And I always say, nobody never really tell us, but from reading the scriptures, we can see that. And we have never gotten any fire from any general or anyone above us for saying so. So we continue to say so. And Captain Yatazar come and prove it. Commanding General YAHANNA is the man. And the amount of air, as in EAR, that we have reached in the Northern Kingdom is tremendous. Because we have over 3,000 channels, you see. Plus, we know that it is now, we are in America, when during the march, the brothers who went on the road and got the boot kiss that plastered the American news, and then now we have this plaster in the American news. We know that in America they will be suppressing this still, We know it will be suppressed in America. But this was for the Northern Kingdom, brother. Captain. This was for the Northern Kingdom. Captain Officer 50 Kayad one and the other brother in the school. I think you would like to say something.
Okay.
Slakia, sir. Yaba Shemi Awashai Brakata.
Yaba Shemi Awashai Brakata. What's going on now?
I'm good, sir. I'm too up. Just to say, Cap, that you know what I mean, to see you brothers do what you did, it was an inspiration to myself, you know what I mean, and my other one, Officer Abada one, to see this, you know what I mean, very inspirational. You understand? This thing is biblical. You get me? So, you know what I mean, we just want to commend the brother them, you know what I mean, to say, yo, big up. You see me? Because this was a great thing the man them do. Yeah, man. Shalom.
The water, man. I really appreciate it, man. And like I said, man, everybody gonna get their opportunity. The Lord just gets. If He ain't through with us, we just getting started. Everybody finna like Commander General YAHANNA said last night, we didn't do nothing but set him up to start opening up all kinds of blessings for this nation and for the I.S.U.P.K. So, you know what I mean? Y'all brothers just get ready, man. Gird your loins out.
Yeah.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down.
Right. Right. You hear that, brother? It's about to go down. All right. Anything else, Officer Kyan?
Slakia, that was it, sir.
Well, you know, the next time we are in America, you can just imagine the love that we will be bringing, Officer Yatazat.
I'm just happy to be. I'm just happy to, everybody is, the school got the recognition that it's been deserving. Right. And everybody now know about the school because this school has been such an awesome school since 1969. And like right now, they've been trying to put the light out. They've been trying to, they've been speaking evil of the work that we do. And our king said they would do that. Our king said they hated me, so they're going to hate you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, we are used to the hatred. But now, you know what I'm saying, the Lord put us in the predicament to where it's like Captain Kahan always tells me, everybody hates you until they get hungry. We go to camp, and I see it happen a lot of time at camp. We at camp, and brothers get to talking noise and cussing us out, and they'll see us pass from water to somebody else, and that same brother come back with a whole different spirit on them. Hey, man, y'all giving out water? Man, can I have some of that water? We're like, yeah, man, here you go. And that whole demon leaves off of that brother when that water get put in his hand.
Yes.
So that's how it is. You know what I mean? A lot of people, the people that wasn't eating and the people that wasn't getting fed and clothed, they gonna have something to say. They gonna find something to say. But them brothers that we fed and clothed, them brothers is gonna love the UPK forever, and they'll never forget what Commanding General YAHANNA did for them.
Yes, that mission to, what's the name of this the city again, or the town in Mexico that you went?
Acuña.
The mission to Acuña.
Right.
Yeah. Now, if, we are supposed to make a collage or something like that. If you could assist us, I've been leaning on you to assist Jamaica with putting together our thing. Are you up for it?
So, Lucky, I can barely hear you. I'm moving around. Say it again one more time, man.
Jamaica will be leaning on you to assist us in putting together our collage.
Okay. You said Jamaica will be doing what together?
We'll be asking you for help to put together the mission, okay,
yeah, no sweat. Whatever you need, whatever you need, just hit me up. You got my number, just give me a call. I got you.
That picture that we're supposed to put together.
Okay, no sweat.
Right. So, be strong. This is what happens when we remove sin from among us.
Right.
Because all the brothers who went down there went with no fear. And one thing you move around with no fear when you search yourself and find yourself guiltless. You say, today is the day that I died, and I die in honor. And I die righteously with the Lord.
Right,
so,
damn right.
These are the days that we have to keep ourselves clean. And just as General Mahaiman noted about the parable of the fig tree, now those who look in the truth and understand know that that time is near. Just a little bit more and summer will be around. All right, Captain?
Damn right.
All right, thanks for your time.
No sweat.
Sure, we'll be hooking up again at some time. So I understand you are exploring the woods. So good that we could reach you we could reach you there in the woods.
I'll be out there soon. That'll be my next trip. I'll be coming to Jamaica.
Ah, we're looking forward to see you, man.
That's right.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna talk to y'all later, all right?
All right. Shalom, sir. Yabashim Yashabakatam.
Yabashim Yashabakata.
Shalom, Yabashim Yashabakatam. Yahweh Shemala Tabashim Yahweh.
Answer, sis.
Shalom.
Answer. Shalom.
Shalom, sir.
Listen this one. All right. Now, a percentage of 80 something. Did we catch the right tribe? We're going right into who are the 12 tribes today. We're going to have to try and do this fast because we went into some time. So we know that we are on the right track here in the I.S.U.P.K, on the right track of raising, bringing the word to our people, to raise our people from the dead.
Right.
What dead we're talking about? We're not talking about taking people out of grave. So your dead granny and your dead father who is in the grave, is not we going to take them out. Talking about that physical grave. The dead that we are raising is you that is alive and not aware that you are an Israelite. Bringing the word to you that you may rise up and come back to the Most High as an Israelite. All right. Now give me Genesis 49 and 1.
Canada one can. Canada one can, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 1. And Jacob called unto him, Slakia, unto his sons, and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you which will befall you when?
Canada one can. In the last days.
In the last days. Now this is Genesis we're reading from. And Genesis is telling you something that is going to happen in the last days. What is the last days? This is the days that we are in now. Esau being the end of the world and Jacob the beginning. So here Jacob is telling his son what is going to befall them right in the time when Esau is the end of the world. In the time when Jacob was blessing his son, Jacob didn't know anything about Esau being the end of the world.
Right.
That came long after. And as the Most High say, he will speak to us with a stuttering tongue. Meaning it's not everything you're going to get in one go. You get it as we go along. The Most High not making up anything as we go along, as you want to put it. But the Most High give us, reveal unto us the necessities as we go along. All right. How do we know what Genesis here is talking about? Take us to Matthew 13 and 11.
Canada one can. Canada one can. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 11. He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
And to us it is given to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
But to all you out there who doubt we and think, it's not given. So you want to know, you are an Israelite and you want to know the mysteries of the Bible, you have to come to us. And that is how we know that the Asians are the Levites, and all the airways have been open up since. And you know what is the important thing? No one get to go to those people after us.
Right. Right.
Trust me. No one gets to go to those people afterwards.
Good.
Because guess what? They would come and everybody's going to come and try to come with 2 trucks. So you
Good.
brought 1 truck, we're coming with 2. And try to take away the glory from the Lord.
Right.
But the glory belongs to the Lord. So
That's
after we went there, they removed those people from under the bridge. Not one Christian church could get to go back to those people.
Right.
Al Sharpton, what's his name again?
DDGX.
DDGX get runway. I understand he went there the following day and they ran him. Say that could not have food don't come.
Good.
And here they say, who say went there again?
Salakia, it was Al Sharpton, my sister. The skinny big head brother. Salakia.
No, Captain told us call another name. Was it Al Sharpton? He said?
Salakia, I'm not sure, sir. Salakia.
Another pastor. No, it wasn't Joel Osteen. Another person went down there, but by the time they went there, they had already leave. The government has already moved them from the bridge. Now, this is the work of the Lord. So the Most High just give us and this is the thing, we have to learn to move fast when the door is open. They're just in, out. There was a picture when Captain Yatazak was a picture of Captain Yatazak with some soldiers in the background. You saw that picture?
Can, sir.
You can find it?
Can, sir. May I find it now?
All right. Now, this picture taken, you see the soldiers, them stand up and looking like, how them man is so brave, man? The soldiers looking on with the big question sign over their head as to, what the man really doing? But nobody not saying anything, not even to one another. They're not speaking. They're just looking on,
right?
Like as if to say, "Who are these men?" So they have been watching us in America. You know we go now. Yeah, we're getting military watch now.
Can.
No question about that. So just as the scripture said, to us it is given. This is what the Most High said to his disciples, that to them it is given to understand the mystery. And we know that the UPK has brought back to life the same technique and teaching and school that Christ had his disciples in. The anointing has come down the line all these years, and the Holy Spirit is with us, and we know that. Here, Captain Yatazak comments on that. Find it?
Salakia, sir. It is a video. May I go to see if I can pull up a video and find the exact moment.
Hold on, I think I have a picture.
Picture?
Yeah, man. Where was it posted again? All right, if I find the picture now, where would I send it? What would I do? Email it?
Last, sir, where could I do? Copy the picture link. If you can, if on Facebook, you can just click the 3 dots above the post, copy the link and paste it right here in the private chat.
It's not on Facebook, you know. It was sent on one of our thing there.
All right, send it through Messenger.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. That is here to post. All right, but in the meantime, go back to Genesis 49.
Another one, gun.
We're going to read from verse 2 now.
Another one can. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 2. Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
Here we have Officer Galawan calling in. Shalom, Officer Galawan.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Shabbat. Officer, what's your rank again, Officer Galawan? 5,000 now, right?
Yeah, 5,000.
Officer, you're live in class, you know, officer. No problem with that, right? Hello?
Sorry, sir? You hear me?
No, I just hearing you now, yes.
Yeah, in class, you say?
Yeah, so if you don't have any problem speaking in class, no problem. We welcome you.
Oh, no, I wanted to find out something from you now, but yeah, I don't know you was in class. When I can call you back?
All right, so before you go, you want to give us your take? We're talking about the mission to Akuna.
The mission to Akuna? Well, again, the mission to Akuna, that was the Lord, man. That was the Lord. You know, I did a class on that today. You understand, the brothers and them, there was in the right spirit. There wasn't any wrong spirit, because as Jeremiah Hyman, he told them no.
Right.
He told them no, not to go. Right, because they was a dangerous area, and you know, Jeremiah Hyman, he really cared for his brothers and them. He wanted them to go there and die.
Right.
But because the brothers and them had that, there was in the right spirit, because they really cared for their brothers and them. They're not like them fake camps and them who don't care about their brothers.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
We in the school really had a care about the brothers, so much so that we put the life on the line, even if we have to die. That is how much I care for the brothers and them. Understand? Then after they get their approval and they went, and so said, so that the angels and the Lord was there with those brothers that day.
Right.
As soon as they went, as soon as they leave, I think they say it was 4 o'clock that left. They say the next hour, the whole place get locked down with wherever police or drug dealers, the whole place just get locked down.
Right.
Like they was just waiting for them to come and have died. So the Lord was with them that day, and you know that just to show us who the ones who in the world. You don't want to put your life on the line to die for heathens.
Right.
So like the children out here, you know, a set of East Indians in the police service.
Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah, we don't have to join the police service to put our life on the lines to die for East Indians.
Right.
We have to put our life on the line to die for black people, Hispanic and Native Indian. Right. That was them brothers then in that mission to Akuna. Right? And if you want to see the spirit of the Lord, just watch that video. People who say, I don't know how the spirit of the Lord does look, show them that video, and they will see how the spirit of the Lord is.
Right.
Fellas, appreciate blacks and Hispanic. Right?
Right.
So yeah, that is my take on that.
And we understand that they moved the people the very next day.
Right, yes.
And other groups were trying to come in, and no one else was able to get to them. So that glory was just for the I.S.U.P.K. And we are now, and we understand we are now in about right. That's the picture, Officer Kayadwan. We are now where I.S.U.P.K. is in about over 3,000 channels in the airways of Central and South America. That is the most time.
Most time, guys.
So that glory was just for UPK, and the Most High just closed the door the very moment that we went in, deal with the people, expose the oppressor, and get out.
Yes.
And
that's what Christ was saying when the disciples come and say, Christ, who's those people teaching what you teach in Christ? Let me run them off.
Christ said, nah, leave them, because eventually people will see that they don't have the power
Right.
of the Most High. So that's why we see them people faggots. We know them off the street, because eventually people will see, wait now. Just like with this Christian Kakuna, everybody seeing wait now, but these people is the truth. The I.S.U.P.K is the truth. They don't see IUIC and GMS and them doing them
things here, right?
Everybody seeing the spirit of the Lord in the I.S.U.P.K.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Right. Well,
So,
you see, it takes events like these take soldiers, you know. Them other camps ain't soldiers, so they wouldn't go.
Right.
Yeah.
Bunch of cowards.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But we take, and you know that this has been the dream of the Jamaica camp, to see our brothers go down. From about 2 years now, you know, Officer Galawan. We have been pressing Captain Nayatak about going down there. But Officer Yatazar just told us that they had tried before, but when Officer Yatazak, Captain Yatazak, Captain over Texas, at that he told us that when they tried to help the Northern Kingdom when they were there, coming up the border, they by the time we organized ourselves, they got moved and put them in facility. But this time now, the Most High allow us to move before the authorities could move the people, and thus fulfilling the dream of the UPK Jamaica camp, to see the tribe of Judah helping our brothers at the border. Most High in Christ, sir. Yeah. So you know, it's really the spirit of the Most High working in the UPK, because you call now, you didn't call to be a part of the class, but here you are, giving your take on this and the mission to Akuna. All right, so you said that you want to ask me something, so after class I'll give you a shout.
All right, no sir.
All right, Yabashim Yashai Brakatam, sir.
Yabashim Yashai Brakatam.
All right. Right. So, you're fine. This was what I was searching for. That is, so you get more than the picture. I have a still picture. You have it's right there on the video.
Can sir, me no see the picture yet. You can send me when you get the time.
Is this same thing here, man? You have it there in the video, in video form.
Okay, it's not a caption picture.
Yes, but it's the same thing, the caption.
Okay, can.
So you can, it's right at that spot.
Okay,
where the border guards were right there, and Captain Yatazak was right. That was how they took the picture.
Canada one can.
And they were there standing like, who the hell are these guys? They don't have guns or anything, but they look militant.
Right.
So comes these soldiers. It's just like when we went down into Canaanite. Man, it's seriously, we have guns, you know.
So luck, yeah.
Yeah. When we're in Canaanites working. And seriously, we have guns start off somewhere there, so. Because no man can so brave. Go down there, I'll talk out to you down and I tell them, no man, not gonna work.
Right.
But that is UPK, no fear.
That's right.
When it is required. All right, so back to Genesis 49 and what we have now, 2.
Canada one can. Salakia, verse 3 now. Salakia.
Come on, what did 2 say?
Canada one can. This is the book of Genesis chapter 49 verse 2. Gather yourself together and hear ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
Oh, right. So we're saying now in verse 1 it states in the last days. But you know, you read this in Genesis, you know, this is easily blow over your head, you know. And you don't realize that here is something this man is talking about for the last days.
Right.
Yeah. So this is how we know in the truth was able to locate the 12 tribes as to who they are today.
Right.
This plus some archaeological studies, because and it's not only we know that the northern kingdom came on this side. Rome know too. That's why they brought the slave trade around here.
Right.
Well, not the trade, but the slavery. That's why they put slavery around here, because they know who they were searching for to enslave.
Right.
They were searching for the 12 tribes of Israel. They found the northern kingdom before they found us on the west coast of Africa. When they find us on the west coast of Africa, about 100 years after they find the northern kingdom, they come and start the North Atlantic, the Atlantic slave trade. You know, they were around. You remember in school you learn about how the actually what the word they use, enslaved the Arawaks. Yeah. Well, the Arawaks were the northern kingdom, one of the northern kingdom tribe. I think they were the same Puerto Rican. Maybe they were Benjamite, you know. They were, no? Could be some amount of Benjamite, because a lot of those Arawaks after a while got mixed with the Maroons, you know.
Can.
That is them, the Maroons learn the interior part of the island from, and was able to outmaneuver the British. But the British, they came back and buy out Kojo. We still have something to do, and why I don't do anything on that yet, you know, the Prime Minister, I think the Prime Minister went down there, or some collaborations. Want to hear what come out of that first. But we can do something in it still. But right now, Jacob is saying, gather yourself together and hear ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. All right. Verse 3 now.
Another one can. Verse 3. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, the excellency of dignity and the excellency of power. Verse
All right.
4.
So Reuben is Israel's firstborn. And even though Jacob wasn't given, we weren't given the laws of the Most High in written form yet, they know, man has known the law of man, of the Most High from this time in Genesis, because the right of the firstborn, which we have in our law, they know about the right of the firstborn before it was written in the law, in the time of Moses. Here now we talk about the right of his first, right of the, thou art my firstborn. Continue.
Another one can. Verse 4. Unstoppable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed. Then defilest thou it. He went up to my couch.
All right, so what Reuben did, Reuben went and sleep with one of his father's concubine, defile his father's couch. Here, and the father learned about it. So here now he's telling him, so now you're not going to excel. Unstoppable as water, thou shalt not excel, because thou wentest up to my father's bed and defile the bed. Today the tribe of Reuben is Reuben is the Seminole Indians.
Gone.
Just like what it says, unstoppable as water. They are in the land. They are down Florida. The Seminole Indians. Florida belongs to the Seminole Indians.
Right.
And the white man down there fighting. Just the white man break about over 300, they say over 3,000. None of the treaty that they made with the American Indians did they keep with the tribe of God. The one that we call the Apache, we then call the Apache Indian, we used to watch Cowboy Show. That's the tribe of God. They made treaties with those Indians and they don't keep one of those treaties.
Right.
The Seminole Indians in Florida made no treaty with the white man. They killed from this year to next year and the other year. However, they did not excel. White man still gained the power over them.
God.
So even now it's like they are still in war at war with the white man. But you know, the white man's army has grew so big that they can't manage them now. Seminole Indians can't manage them now. Could manage them back in the days, but at the same time they did not excel.
Right.
All right, so that is Reuben. Who's the other one?
Another one can. Verse 5. Simeon and Levi are brethren, instrument of cruelty are in their habitations.
That is what? 5. Simeon and Levi. So Simeon and Levi were the one who they named Simeon and the one who they named Levi. Those two brothers were closer than any other two brothers within the 12 brothers. They were the closest.
God.
Yes. You have a man who say, hey, come on, go make some trouble. And a virgin asks why or anything, he just say, come now. That was Simeon and Levi.
God.
That friend who any arms was ready to keep up. He say, yeah man, come now. Any good thing, he still say the same thing. Come now. You understand? That was Simeon and Levi. They were brethren. But read 6.
Another one can. Verse 6. O my soul, come not thou into their secret, and to their assembly mine honor, be not thou united. For in their anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dig down a wall.
All right. What the father is talking about here was that time when Simeon and Levi, when they went into one of these cities, which are actually a country because it have its own ruler, its king and noblemen and things. So they went into the country and their sister was defiled by one of the prince of that country. And they were trying to make it up. Like, a beautiful girl, I will take her from my wife, man. Which was him inveigle the girl, the one sister that we had, and carry her in the wherever.
Right.
And sleep with her. Put them little stinking African self with her.
Right.
Defiling the girl. And it cut the brothers to the core. But Simeon and Levi come up with an idea, with a plan. Say, yo, I go figure up a place, We don't know. Well, if you read the story, I might tell you which one of them come up with it. We can't really touch the story now, but the story is to be found, I'll tell you then. Genesis 34, 25 to 31. All right, we're not really going to go to it. But see, they come up now and tell the king that, okay, since as you want to marry your daughter, you'll have to, because what the king says, we'll marry your daughter, and not only that, your people can come join with our people. We'll give our daughters to your sons, and you can give your sons to our daughters. But when the king said that, the men who didn't agree, the king said, We have nothing to lose. Everything that they have is going to become ours. So Simeon and Levi now say, all right, if you want to be with us, you're going to have to do the things that we do. We are circumcised men. So
Okay.
encourage them to be circumcised. And they plan a day, circumcise the whole city at the same time. Knowing that, them circumcise them 3 days after, them sore and can hardly walk. And they did so with the men of the city. And on the third day now, when they were sore and in bed and thing, they attacked the city. They couldn't get up to fight. Because of the circumcision now, they couldn't fight back. And they kill every male in that city. And took their women and children as servants unto them and take with them the goodly things in the city. Right? And the father now, when he hears, said, Jesus, peace, you're going to make my name to be stink among the Africans here. In other words, the other countries, them now are going to despise them because you kill out them friend. Well, nothing happened after that. They didn't come on them, but here he is now on his dying bed, blessing his 12 sons, and he talk about Simeon and Levi, and he said, "No, be not thou, O my soul, come not into their secret." Because when the two of them make the plan, the other brothers never know that they plan to do this thing, It's when it start. So when the killing start now, you as the brother now, what can you do? You go have to join them, because it's either you join them or the Africans will kill you too if they get the chance. So the other brothers have to join in. But it was the two of them who led the attack on the city and took down the city. So the father now says, come not thou into their secret, unto their assembly mine honor, be not thou united. So the father put a wedge between the two of them and said, two of them can't go unite again. Who are Simeon and Levi? Oh, you finish? You read 7?
Last, sir, we just read 7. Another one can. Verse 7. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel.
Right, divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Who are who is Simeon today? Simeon is the Dominican, Dominican Republic, right beside Haiti, right? And who is Levi? Levi is the Asians. So Simeon and Levi is on the same piece of land. Yet they are not united.
Gone.
They are not united. Just like the father said, be not thou united. Instruments of cruelty is in their habitation. Where is that part? Right. From verse 5. Instrument of cruelty are in their habitation. What is the instrument of cruelty between the Asians and the Dominican? Dominican, them love use machine. Right. And what the Asians love? No? Voodoo. Yes. So those are the instruments of cruelty that is within their habitation that they use amongst each other and amongst themselves. And as near as you see, it's just a land border between the both countries. The Asians are being beaten left, right, and center by the Most High. Because of, they were the Levites, they were the ones who were given the Lord portion and the way they handle it in the kingdom. So you see how much they are now being in need of food, and they were the ones who the 12 tribes fed. And today, in the last days, they are in need of food because of the punishment of the Most High. One of the things is that they cut their punishment short when they fought the Asian Revolution. So they did not go through the Most High's punishment. Most High decides to punish you. You can use your strength if you want and change it, but the Most High have the nature can send at you. Earthquake, hurricane. Remember 1 year, he had to get 4 category 5 hurricane within the hurricane season. All right. Every hurricane pass through the place, visit them. Right. Just the punishment from the Most High, because when the Most High say you are to be punished, you are going to be punished. Dominican Republic went through the slavery period. Dominican Republic economy is flourishing, and they are right there against Haiti, and the Haitian can't go over there because of the machete. They don't like each other. Dominican Republic can't come over there either because of this wedge that the Father put between them. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Be not thou united. So who is going to unite them? Christ. Christ have going to remove that curse. You know, really curse it. I bless the Father, call him, and I bless them. But he say, I'll tell you what is going to befall you in the last days. So that wedge that the Father put between them, Christ I gonna put it. In other words, what the Father was blessing is was actually showing them like your weaknesses. And those which he speak of, those are our weaknesses today. So those weaknesses now is actually your strength, you know. But because you are in the curses, just that strength becomes your weakness. When we are not in the curse, one of our strengths is to not to be a coward. We go out against any enemy and go and fight, being not afraid. But when the Most High is not with us and we're going through the curses, those same enemies who we have strength over come back and have strength over us. So the same thing that was your blessing when under the strength of the Most High becomes the curse. So what the Father has actually showed them is that which he, because imagine if those two countries was as strong as that the two brothers who went and take down a city. Maybe they could have been ruling the world. That is their strength, eh? Right. But the Father put a wedge between them. Yes.
So okay, so in verse 7 where it says, I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Let's ask me to elaborate on in Jacob.
All right.
In Israel.
I.S.U.P.K don't really put it this way, but you probably can look at it this way. When they say divide them in Jacob, we're talking about in the world. And scatter them in the truth. Where are they in the truth? All about. They're all about in the truth in America, well, mainly America, but they are scattered in the truth, isn't it? But they are on that land, same piece of land, and they are divided in the world. The Simeonites and the Levites that are in the world are on the same piece of land, yet they are divided. Imagine Jamaica. Half Jamaica cut in two. One side it belongs to another country and the next side. It's the same land. You're supposed to be able to cross at some point. But not so with them. They do business and trade and so maybe some diplomacy or so, you know, but no matter how much crisis the Asians are going through, they are not going that way. They chance the water and go to America or come to Jamaica rather than walking on the land next door.
God.
And that's because of the wedge that the father Jacob put between the two of them. Right. There we know. Verse 1. 8.
Verse 8. Can everyone can? Verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
The father's children shall bow down before Judah. Judah was the one that was ruling the kingdom just before it fell in 70 AD, right? They were the kings. They were the rulers. They were the ones who would bow our head to. Plus, who else is a Judite? Which are the main person among Israel that is a Judite?
Slaki, I mean country?
No, person.
Oh, you mean, okay. I mean the kingdom of Judah, like the Benjamites.
No, the tribe.
Benjamin and Levi. Slaki. Levi.
No, man, Mr. Who is a Judite with significant person from the scriptures?
Oh, okay. Slaki, sir. The Negroes in America. Slaki.
All right. But with this, as a persons, with significant person, one person.
Okay, talking about YAHANNA.
Khan.
Another one Khan.
YAHANNA is a Judite.
Khan.
And like it says, their father's children shall bow down before thee. Right in the last days, when Christ come in, we'll be bowing to it.
Khan.
All 12 tribes. We'll be bowing to him. Verse 9.
Another one Khan. Verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
All right. What is a lion's whelp?
Like a cub, a young lion.
A young lion, right?
God.
So Judah is a young lion. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, meaning what a lion do, he hunt.
God.
So in the hunting position, couch just as the lion and as an old lion. But even though he is a lion's whelp, meaning young and agile and thing, and him right there in the hunting position, he's just like an old lion. What the old lion do? Can't do nothing. Can't run it down. He can't run it down. He can't run down in food. Exactly, and the younger one them in feed from the younger lion. Right. So as an old lion, and then they say, no, who shall rouse him up? Meaning, who shall get him to understand that the prey is right there and you are young, you're not old. All right, so who is the tribe of Judah today?
The Negroes in America.
Right, they are the Negroes in America.
God.
And who is the prey that their hand is right there in the neck of the prey?
Slakia. That's the oppressor.
That's the oppressor.
God.
So they are right there. The very oppressor who is oppressing us. There is he, he's right where you are. But him not touch the oppressor.
God.
Right. Verse 10.
Another one gone. Verse 10. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
Right. So where did the truth start? Where was I.S.U.P.K born?
Born in Harlem, New York.
Right, right in Judah's land, where Judah is today, right among the Judites. Yeah, there are some Benjamites was there even from the inception, yes. Probably Levi, because we are the southern kingdom, but it was mainly and mostly the Judites.
God.
Right. So the scepter, what's a scepter?
A scepter is the staff in our king's hand, you know what I mean? Where
Right.
show rulership.
When the king sit him throne, him have one little thing when keeping him hand will show his power. If him stretch the scepter to you, you can approach him. Right. So the scepter shall not depart from Judah, meaning that rulership over the 12 tribes shall not depart from Judah. Why? Why the scepter won't depart from Judah? Because of Christ.
God.
Remember, Christ is the king. Right. So you can't take with that. Who can take with that? You're going to have to find a Christ there. Eh? Yeah, man, they are the leader now. Now, this would have probably been given to Reuben, because they are the firstborn. So probably it would have been the Reubenites who would be the leader. But Reuben defiled his father's bed. So he lost the right of the firstborn. It fell down to Judah. Judah showed leadership amongst his brothers. Remember when then they went down to when Joseph was in Egypt, and they went down to buy corn. It was Judah who stand in the gap and take the responsibility for Benjamin.
God.
And say, well, if I don't come back with him, his life for Benjamin's life, right?
God.
And you know what's the interesting thing? When he did that, he didn't do it out of the love for his father. Since as the father loved, because I remember the father didn't want to send Benjamin into Egypt with them. And tell him, say, the governor want to see the son, the last son. And I said, no, sir. Then hold on to Simeon up, they will lose Joseph already. Because as far as he know, Joseph was dead. But Joseph was right there ruling in Israel, in Egypt.
Country.
Ruling in Egypt. But the father didn't know that. The father said no. And Judah stand in the gap and said, like my life for the child, for the lad's life. I mean, we need to carry him in order to free up the other brother. When the lands were divided, it was the same thing. When the kingdom split, Moses tell Judah, say, I'm going to give one tribe. And that tribe was Benjamin.
God.
So we are the black Americans we are told we are spar a long time.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's continue what it says about Judah. We know that it is the black Americans who are Judah.
Another one can. This is the book of Genesis 49 and 11. Binding his foal unto the vine, and his ass's colt unto the choice vine. He washed his garment in wine, and his clothes in blood of grapes.
So where am I left? They have some wealth there, sir, now. Some wealth there is around him. Right there in the last days, as he's right in the richest kingdom ever to come on the face of the earth. this Babylon America. Judah is right there. Binding his foal to the vine, and his ass is cold unto choice vine. He washes his garment in wine. Now, washing in garment into wine, still in them. Love and love. You can't drink like a Judite, you know. Love drink. In Jamaica, what we have rum bars. Since COVID, we find out that we have over 250,000 registered rum bars in the island, eh? That's a whole lot. That means we drink, eh?
Okay.
Well, guess what? In America, it's not rum bar you have, you know. You have rum bar, yes. You have the bars, yes. Nah, man. What you have? You know what the big thing over there, so? Yes. Liquor store. They have the store. So you go and buy the whole bottle. we go in the bar, we buy a drink or two or a flask. They buy the whole bottle, the whole quart. Yeah, man. Buy it for the night and buy it tomorrow, that done. Yeah, man. They can't drink like the Judites, man. And they love to drink and they love to fight, you know. Yeah, man. And this video thing that they started about world star, they must show you fighting and thing.
Okay.
That Judite them. It's the Judites. A lot of the videos they show you they are fighting in McDonald's them within the ghetto areas. Actually, every night they love to fight. The Blood, the Crips. In Jamaica, you have gangs. They don't fight like Blood and Crips. Blood and Crips go up on a beat down most time when they're ready. You know. They like them do it for fun. Well, it's not thing that they use today. They don't use weapon, you know, fists and kick and thing. And the meat, when they come across them each other, is just fighting. That's Judah. That's Judah. Huh? I don't know what weapon they use. Fists. Yeah, guns and things coming at the mix. Some fine, but mostly the beat down is mostly fists. The one that makes the news where you hear about, you know, is the guns. And that is mainly drive-by. But the beat down, we don't talk about a beat down. The beat down is to them it's like we say who better than who.
God.
Now if you want to prove to a man say you're better than him, if you kill him not gonna know. Find a way to beat him and make him stay alive. And make him see and get defeated. Don't. That's Judah. All right, verse 12.
Another one can, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
Drink. When you drink and you're drunk, what you do? Grin.
God.
Yeah, man. If you go in America, you will see it. Well, you follow Tupac and them guys, so maybe you might pick it up or something. And it says, "Unto him shall the gathering of the people be." All. If you notice where all of the 12 tribes want to go to. Where? America.
God.
Everybody want to go to America. That's why you have the crisis at the border now. And who is it that is at the border? Israelites. It's not other country people. Even the furthest one will go up there, the Asians them. Israelites. So it's the Most High calling in the people, his people, right there, because they say, "Unto Judah shall the gathering be." And you see, who was it that led the delegation to go to Akuna? A Judite.
God.
Captain Yatazat. And just like it says, "Unto him shall the gathering of the people be." And even though who he went to did not speak his language, the brother who was reading the Bible, they say, was from Canada, and the one who was doing the speaking was in New York, not in Texas. So that's the Most High.
God.
It wasn't in Texas, nor Texas is next door to them, you know, to where they went, the Texas and Mexico border. You know what a show, cowboy show, they always take a loot and go down in Mexico.
God.
Next door. But he wasn't up there in Texas. He was way up in New York. That is at Azar. And then the one who was reading the Bible was all the way in Canada. We're just learning that now. So, Tamar. So it is the Most High's work. Unto Judah shall the gathering of the people be. And that which we did in Akuna is, like Captain Yatazak said, aired in over 3,000 channels in Central and South America. That is something which no one in the truth can say. We knew that it would happen this way.
God.
We know that the truth is going to grow and it's going to explode, but we don't know how. And you see, just that desire in the brothers that burn to go out, that they were in the right spirit, right? And the Most High used them. You see who is really doing the gathering? The Most High really do gathering in people, you know. You can only make yourself that clean vessel. You just sit down and wait. Just like how you wash your pots and pans and you put them down. What the pots and pans do, sit down and wait until you're ready to use them again. We are the same thing, you know.
God.
To clean ourselves
Yes,
until the Most High is ready to use us for whatever the way He chooses to raise His people. Because I always say, damn, look at the Northern Kingdom. We do a lot of work in the huh?
Slack, sir, not you.
We look at the Northern Kingdom. We do a lot of work in the Southern Kingdom, yes. But the Northern Kingdom now, different language and things. Damn. When are we going to be able to reach up there and look there in one day? All the countries of the Northern Kingdom know about the I.S.U.P.K. Who but the Most High? Some didn't know and some didn't know. But everybody know now. Who but the Most High? Only Him. So that is Judah. And the next man now is verse 13.
Another one can. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 30. Zebulun shall dwell at the haven of the sea, and he shall be for an haven of ships, and his border shall be unto Zidon.
All right. So the Zebulunites in the last days, their country will be a ship haven. Why are the Zebulunites today? Guatemala to Panama.
God.
So the Panamanians are Zebulun. The tribe of Zebulun. So Panama is what? What is in Panama that makes it a ship haven? The Panama Canal.
Gone.
The Panama Canal makes it an haven for a ship. Every ship coming from Europe or Africa, anywhere, you have to go across the Panama Canal to go up into America. Go to the United States. All right. So that's how we found Zebulun. Next one.
Another one can, verse 14. Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burden.
Issachar.
Another one can.
So the Issachar are like a workhorse. Read 15.
Another one can. Verse 15. And he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute.
What is tribute? Money, taxes.
Can.
So how you become a servant to taxes? You have to be a worker to become a servant to taxes. So the tribe of Issachar is who? They are the Mexicans.
Another one can.
They are one of the hardest working ones. them fruits, when you go to Mexico, you're able, in America, where you're able to buy. It's how cheap you can get grape and them other fruits, the American fruits, the American apple and something, and Mexican them pick them. And some of us Benjamites go to some of the farm, but the Mexicans are the ones who, when reaping time, the Mexicans actually go live in the farm, camp monks out there in the farm and pick fruits and things, right? So that you can get it cheap. He's a servant to tribute. Because of them, you can get some food cheap, fruits. And he said, he saw, and the next thing he said, now, he saw that rest was good. Look up what the meaning of the word siesta. You ever hear the word siesta?
Slovakia cancer. Spell it.
I think Siesta. It's a Spanish word, you know. Spell like how it sounds, siesta.
Another one can. Another one can. Siesta. An afternoon rest or nap, especially one taken during the hottest hour of the day in a hot climate.
Right. It's rest. So what the Mexican do? You see the big straw where they love wear. Where you think that they're from? Cool them down. Like it's like an umbrella out there in the sun. And in the midst of the day, they work, take their 5, take their rest, and back at it again. So because they are such a workhorse, that's why it say it bend him, bow their shoulder to bear. The land was pleasant and bowed their shoulder to bear and became a servant unto tribute. Because this was one of the reasons why they think that they love kept them in slavery for so long, you know. We country the name again. Mash up now. Assyria. Assyria, not Syria. Assyria. Assyria had the northern kingdom, most of the northern kingdom brothers in bondage until they crash. Because many of them decided to stay in there. Because they saw the riches where they could get from them, but the Most High crushed them. The West helped crush them too because they told them that they were going to help them after World War II. They don't give them no help. They make them crash. So countries can disappear.
Can.
Don't believe that no country will. That Jamaica, World War III come after World War III, probably one of a country named Jamaica. Right. The land will be here, but they are going to try to change. And guess what? This is when them change hands of rulership. Ruled by the British again. You won't be able to ask them for no reparation. Hello. Good evening. Yes. Can I call you back call me back about in the next 20 or some minutes? When we're in Clarendon. Mm-hmm. Sounds good. But we oh, that's near. We're in class right now. So that's why I said give me back a show 20 minutes. All right, so we'll give back a shot. Somebody call inquiring about the school. See? That's how it goes.
God.
We're talking about all the Mexicans.
Canada one gun.
Right. So this was how we know who the Mexicans will be. Them work hard and take them rest and then work for small amounts. That's why white man don't want to let them go in. Of all the tribes, they pay them the cheapest. And they're still flocking to America. All right. Where are we now?
Canada one gun. Verse 16. Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel.
Dan shall judge his people as one of the tribes of Israel. 17.
Canada one gun. Verse 17. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heel, so that his rider shall fall backwards.
15. 18.
Canada one can, verse 18. Canada one can. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord.
Right. So, Dan now, wait till I say Dan. A serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse heel, so that his rider fall backwards. That's a cunning. All right. Think of we use the term snake on the grass.
Good.
Which means when the snake is in the grass, can you see him? Right. It's the same way Dan is. You don't know who is Dan today. And there's a reason for that. Why the Most High allow it to go this way. When Father Jacob was blessing Dan, they did not commit this atrocity yet, but the blessing, everything just come right back and fit together. Dan was one of the main one who bring idolatry into Israel. You know. They have the story in the Bible when they went up and found when they were to the tribe of Dan, when they were to go and make war with a set of people to get their more lands for their people, for their tribe. They now went, when they were in the land, they found a man with, what do you call it? A man with an idol. And a Levite was there being a priest. The man of the idol in the house, you know. And have a Levite priest serving him in his house. And they went and when they see the Levite, they knew the Levite, and they said, when you like a brother, said, what you do, okay, so? And they tell them. And what they did, they took the idol and took the Levite and carried back into their land, the land of Dan, to minister unto them. So they brought Baal worship. You remember the name of the idol then? brought Baal worship into their land. They are the priests and they have the idol. So much so when the kingdom split, they were able to become priests unto the northern kingdom because they already were worshiping the idol in secret. So they gave the northern kingdom that idolatry. So for that, the Most High punish them now, wipe them out. But they are still among us. We don't know. But like the Father said, they shall judge their people in the end. So I suppose they are going to manifest in the end. But right now, they don't have no land, they don't know where they've been or anything. Most I punish them for that. This thing what they tell about, boy, everything you love, member, man, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you something, man. The Most I don't forget anything.
Right.
He forgot nothing. So we should actually be like the Most High. Remember everything. Continue.
Canada 1 can, verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Verse 20, Salakia.
No, we're
That's
leaving
Gad.
that. All right, so
God.
who are the Gadites? North American Indians. The same one
God.
we call Apache Indian. They are the Gadites. Now, it tell you a troop shall overcome him. Who overcome the American Indians?
The oppressor.
The oppressor, the white man.
God.
So much so that they put it in cowboy show.
God.
Put it in movies. When I was saying a man beat you and take it mark you,
God. God.
But it says a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Or are they going to overcome at the last?
When Salakia, when your Awashai comes back, you know what I mean, and set up Canada 1 can.
When America fall, they will overcome.
Can.
Right now, they have them living in reservations, have them on alcohol and on drugs. So this is how you know that a lot of the evils all the evils is the oppressor pushing it in. Jamaica now, guns flood Jamaica. Guns are not made in Jamaica. Wow. Say easy if you get a gun, illegal gun, than to get a license gun, than to get a job. Why is it so? And you have so many gun laws in Jamaica. But the same thing with the Gadites. They put them in reservation. If they want to do any farming, they have to apply to the white man and they now get no approval. For them one land, Check that plug, Their own land, they require approval from the white man to farm their own land. When they farm their own land, they still have to pay taxes and things. But look how easy it is for them to go and get the alcohol and the drugs. Or even guns. Right. So the troopers overcome them. So the American Indians were overcome by force. All right, continue.
Canada 1 can, verse 20. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties.
Asher. Who are the Asherites? The Asherites are from Colombia to Uruguay. Now, how you know them today? Royal dainties. What are royal dainties? What are you referring to when they say royal dainties? All right. spices. They're talking about spices.
Okay, good.
Right? They're talking about spices and these this region here from the Asherites. They are the largest exporter of spices in the West here. Yeah. Like nutmeg, cinnamon, vanilla, so on. That's one of the things that they make a lot of money out of, selling spices. So Asher, his bread shall be fat. So they're not really short of food. And he shall yield royal dainties. Now, at the time when Father Jacob was start making these blessings, where were they? They were in Egypt. You know? But little did we know that we'll be in a land spiritually called Egypt again in the last days. Didn't see that one coming. All right, continue.
Another one can. Verse 21. Naphtali is a hind let loose. He giveth goodly words.
All right, what's an ein? Look what the meaning of ein.
Another one can. Slovakia. Situated at the back, posterior. Slovakia.
Not that one.
A hind is a female deer, especially a red deer.
All right. So they are like a female deer.
Okay.
What the female deer does? Agile and move about and so on. Who's Naphtali today? Argentina to Chile. He giveth goodly words. Now, Chile. Chile had a kingdom back in the days before slavery. You know. What the kingdom in Chile was called? Aztec. There was Aztec, Incas. I think the Chile was the Incas, you know. But this now ain't let loose, them being agile and so on and so forth, that's what fits the Argentinian down to Chile. Argentina. You know, Argentina is a strong country, you know, militarily. Because they offered asylum to the Nazis, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Argentina offered asylum. As a matter of fact, it is believed that Hitler didn't die in Germany. He made it down to Argentina. If he dies, it's probably since recently, maybe 2 years or so ago. He and his wife, CIA men who vacation in Argentina, spot him. No, they can't do nothing. Him not rule again and so on and so forth. They're not doing anything. And then a white man, if it was a black man, they would have looked for him go outside.
Okay.
Because the Argentinian government, the business, what the Jewish man wants to say, not turning him over. They grant them asylum, and that granting of asylum did something for the Argentinian army because they had to share their knowledge with the Argentinian army. That's why Argentina have a good military force until this day. But they are Israelites. Next.
Another one can. Verse 22. Joseph is a fruitful bough, even a fruitful bough by a well, whose branches run over the wall.
Continue.
Verse 23. The archer have sorely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him.
All right, so who is Joseph today? Joseph is who? Two tribe. Which two tribe make up Joseph?
Manasseh and Ephraim.
Manasseh and Ephraim.
Canada
And
one.
the Manassites is who? Cubans.
Can.
And Ephraim is
Puerto Ricans.
Canada
one can.
Right, so how does this blend in with them now? Joseph being a fruitful bow, even a fruitful bow by the well, whose branches run over the wall. So they are so fruitful that the people go out, right? They were from Puerto Rico, they were all the way down in the Caribbean here. The Arawaks, they were those people. And many of them were Cubans, the Cubans. Because when they start to pressure them over out here, many of them fled into Cuba. So that's Joseph. So even a fruitful bow whose branches run over the wall. They have Puerto Rico is not poor enough. The problem with Puerto Rico is how the white man suck in the country.
God.
Right? That's why, and they are a state of America. They are one of the states in America, you know. And they have so many restrictions on them. They can't export into the mainland without approval. They have the opportunity to make money, but the oppressor is holding them back. The archers have surely grieved him and shot at him and hated him. They don't like the Puerto Ricans. They don't like the Cubans.
God.
Remember the Cubans had to went and join with the Russians to America to ease them up a bit, you know, because they were controlled by America. Batista and then I rule Cuba for America, man. Continue.
Canada one can. Verse 24. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel.
25.
Canada one can. Verse 25. Even by the God of thy father, who shall help thee, and by the Almighty, who shall bless thee with blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lieth under, blessings of the breast and of the womb.
All right, so they're blessed with a lot of children and blessed with everything, you know. And Puerto Ricans, they are blessed.
God.
It's just the oppressor. It's just the foot that the oppressor have on them, why they not excelling. Just like we in Jamaica here. It's the foot that the oppressor have on us to why we can't rise, eh?
God.
But more so the Puerto Ricans, they have more resources than we that can make them rise. Right? And look at one of them blessings. Blessing of the breast and of the womb. Them breed a lot, you know. Breed more than we. Everyone, they live in America, you have one house with Puerto Ricans, a whole for them in it, you know. And it's one family that. Yeah. And they love joining the American army too, seeking work. But they are one of the blessed one. Blessings of heavens above. Blessing from God, that is. Yeah, God saved them. Yes. All right, 26.
Canada one can. The blessing of thy father have prevailed above the blessing of my progenitors, and to the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. They shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separated from his brethren.
All right. Now look at this part here, what the Father is saying. Remember the kingdom, the kingdom wasn't even established yet, you know. We didn't even do the 400 years in Egypt yet as slaves. We didn't go down in the land to establish the kingdom as yet. And the kingdom split after Solomon, under Solomon's son An. And who became the ruler of the northern kingdom? Joseph, made more so the Ephraimites. It was Ephraim that was ruling the northern kingdom. And hear what they say? They shall be on the head of Joseph and the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. Because remember, Joseph was separated from his brothers.
Okay, gone.
In ancient Egypt too, right? And he became what? A ruler over the brethren. And the only person who had more power in Egypt more than Joseph was the Pharaoh.
God.
And there's no record of the Pharaoh double second guessing him or challenging anything that he said. Whatever he said was I go. Pharaoh just agree with whatever I'm saying. Because it's him save the kingdom. And the father now is blessing the sons of Joseph and saying that the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren and it come back and fulfilling the kingdom. Them became the ruler of the northern kingdom. And here they are in the Caribbean. They were the ones who were ruling. Puerto Rico come down into the Caribbean region here, so it was Ephraim and Manasseh. Manasseh, the Cubans, was there, and they were here in Jamaica. They used to trade even as far as up to 80. Dominican Republic, the whole of the region, so they have a lot of them. Where they tell me that Arawak, but then change their name back to Taino Indians. Right, that was Joseph. 27 and last.
Another one gone. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49 and verse 27. Benjamin shall raven as a wolf. In the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoils.
All right, so how you know about this man, you know, how do you know about this man, you know? Well, two ways you can look at it and know, you know, because the other, you find the other left, so you can say, oh, so who left must be Benjamin. That's one way you can do it. But how we did it in the UPK now? Who are the Benjamites? The Benjamites are the West Indians. That's us. Who are the West Indians? Jamaica, name them. Trinidad, who else? Barbados, Grenada. Eh? Well, we then are Cayman. You don't know the Caymanites, the native Cayman. We don't know them really, no. But Dominica, no, you have Dominica, you know, I have Dominica Republic. So they are the Dominica, a West Indian, them too. St. Kitts and Nevis, Curacao, and so on. These are Benjamites. And this is the blessing of the Benjamites. So you are the wolf. You shall raven as a wolf. What the wolf do? The wolf go out and hunt.
Good.
In the morning shall devour the prey. So in the morning him go out and him work and get where him get. And at night he shall divide the spoil. Or you divide the spoil. You share it. Who love go foreign and work, send back money like we see in Jamaica. Yeah. Jamaicans go abroad. No matter how you hear them a cuss and a go on, Jamaicans go abroad. Somebody there, yeah, them send back money to. Western Union build up half away. Even in the truth, Benjamites in the truth work hard. And in the same way, hunt and divide this spoil. And who would be a better one to be at the head of UPK now than a Benjamin? Where he can go or he can divide the spoil because of the heart that he has. Who is commanding General YAHANNA. Yeah. He was the one who approved the mission to Akuna. Yes. And for that, we even say with pride, more pride now, the man with the rank and the authority. And we didn't say that because he was a Benjamite, you know. We just said that because of scripture. And at the time when we came into the truth. Right. So, but then again, it's merely in comparison with all the other groups they want to put themselves up as leader. Who is the one that chose commanding General YAHANNA? When he stepped down, the next man who stepped up, that person will be the one with the rank and authority to be the leader of the nation at that time. But right now it's commanding General YAHANNA.
Gone.
I hear with General Mahaiman tell her that he not going to approve that he wouldn't have approved that mission. Yeah, but it's only a wolf who do that. A hunter. A wolf not afraid to go anywhere around, you know. Yeah, man. Even where the lions hunt, wolf go there and hunt. And the wolf track you for miles before him devour you, you know. The lions know none of them things. The lion, what the lion do? How the lion hunt? Him follow the herd. The lion they don't know long tracking and smell and find who gone east and who gone west. The lion just follow the herd, and when him hungry, him take something from the herd. But the wolf no, the wolf don't follow no herd, you know. The wolf pick up on a trail, and he make that trail work. And at the end of that trail, him find him food. Just like who love go out there and get business ideas like we. But you know, it's just the curses and the pressure from the oppressor make a lot of those ideas don't work. Yeah, we pick up on a business idea just like how the wolf pick up on a trail, and we let that idea work. All right, questions?
Last.
No question, sure. You have a question that itching about, you just don't want to say it. All right, so questions is?
Luke 13, verse 35 in particular. Within the chapter, it speaks of different things: the fig tree, the kingdom of God, and Christ.
Luke,
and the Pharisees.
book of Luke.
Luke 13. Verse 35. Today, behold your house. The verse 35. If you look at it.
Luke 13 and 35. Oh, this was Christ. This was Christ lamenting over Jerusalem. The same day there came certain Pharisees, is 31. The same day came, what I'm reading is 31, further up. The same day there came certain Pharisees, saying unto him, Get thee out and depart hence, for Herod will kill thee. So the Pharisee warned him and said, Herod want to kill you. 32, and he said, Go ye and tell that fox, Behold, I cast out devils, and I do cures today and tomorrow, and the third day I shall be perfected. That fox is Herod, I suppose. 33, him say, Nevertheless,
I must walk today and tomorrow and the day following, for it cannot be that a prophet perish out of Jerusalem. So in other words, a prophet must always be in Jerusalem. 34, O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, which killest the prophets, and stonest them that are sent unto thee. How often would I have gathered thy children together, as an hen doth gather her brood under her wings, and ye would not. So in other words, I'm stubborn. And 35 he said, behold, your house is left unto you desolate. What's a desolate house? Empty, nobody in there. And verily I say unto you, ye shall not see me until the time come when ye shall say, blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. That's in the last day. Because he know that he was going to die. So him come, they don't want him amongst the man to walk and where they want. But kill them, want to kill him, you know. They want to kill Christ. But Christ said, yes, man. I'm not going. Same like how you see the chicken that gather him little ones under him wing. So I try to gather on the button. Stop on, you know, gather it. But time will come when you not going to see me. Until that day when you all shall say, blessed is he that come in the name of the Lord, which is in the last days here.
So the blessed is he come in the name of the Lord. Would that be in reference to
Himself.
Himself?
Now him matter about, you know. Ye shall not see me until the time come when ye shall say, blessed is he that come in the name of the Lord. So in the last days, when Christ come, don't we have a glad to see?
Gone.
I was just looking from the angle, sir. Would it be referring to the priests and the prophets who do the work of Yahweh?
Mm-hmm. And what they want to do them in Jerusalem, kill them. And that they want to same like how we hold prophesying and thing on the streets. Same thing was happening in Jerusalem, you know. What the people they want to do? Stone they want stone off our road. But in Jerusalem now, it was the authorities who wanted to get rid of you. Poor people glad to see you, to see we coming up because we bring tidings of, we feed them and we clothe them, right? In the name of Yahweh. Same way in Jerusalem, because every time when Christ went out and he speak, don't he would feed the multitude? Right. So the poor man glad to see Christ, but who never glad to see Christ? Right, the richer ones who didn't depend on him, just like the trip to Akuna, who didn't want the brothers them to go down there. Those who were better off. But the people under the bridge were glad to see us.
Gone.
Because we bring some to them, we brought little salvation from the misery of not having anything to eat. Don't have toilet paper. The ladies don't have any sanitary napkins, no diaper for the baby, and so on. You understand? Right. But Christ is now telling them, I'll be going. Because him know that his crucifixion will be coming up, or his time for death will be coming up. And you're not going to see me again until that day when you say, blessed is he that come in the name of the Lord, like in a Revelation, when Christ returned. But Jerusalem now is not the place, it's the people. Jerusalem is the mother of us all. So, all of we know when Christ returned these last days, and we see the salvation, we know it's the people under the bridge, you know. And Christ is like the I.S.U.P.K coming with the salvation in the name of the Lord.
That's what I was trying to associate it with. And when the Hilltons saw them coming, that they were happy and to know that these are people coming to help them and to bring the word of them.
Them no know so I bring word in.
They realized that there was some form of help coming.
Right.
So in the name of the Lord there, I was just trying to associate it with U.P.K going in
in the name of, right? But you see the thing now in the Bible now, they take out the name of God's name. So when you say in the name of the Lord, you don't even know for sure if they're talking Yahweh or they're talking God, however. But it's a thing, it's a saying in amongst us Israelites, you know, blessed is he who come in the name of the Lord. Well, we wouldn't say, would I say in the name of Yahweh? Blessed is he who come in the name of Yahweh. So probably that was all the way Christ said. In the last days, when I was say, blessed is he who come in the name of Yahweh. We're not glad to see him in those days. Yeah, here we are under the bridge, out there. We are out there in the world, our people. Even the one that were rich don't even know so they're under the bridge. The one that were rich are them who gather the things and want to sell back to we. Poor ones. Just like what they wanted to do, this is what they wanted to do in Akuna. Right? So that's the way it is. That answer your question? All right. With that, okay. With that, we say shalom and pass the class over to priest and officer Kayadwan.
All right, clap it up.
All right, the time well spent. We're not going to do the full prayer. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer and the prayer for the poor.
Another one can.
All right.
All right, these are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3 verse 8 to 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew and is pronounced Ma'aishara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest funds. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, that is the we are in the Feast of Tabernacles, and the next Holy Convocation is on the Slovakia. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Canada. So Tuesday is the next Holy Convocation. You can log into ISUPK.
Hold on. Is that the next Holy Convocation? Is the closing?
The closing. Can.
Feast of Tabernacle.
Okay, can, sir. So the closing of the Feast of Tabernacle is on Tuesday. So if you don't want to tune in, just check ISUPK Trinidad, Durham, North Carolina, our headquarters. You know what I mean? YouTube and Facebook.
Right. Well,
right,
they can follow any one of the schools, but those are the ones that I'm pretty soon we'll probably be adding Texas to the list.
Canada one can. So basically, you can log in for any one of the channels then. You understand? Any one of the schools. Right? The only difference might be time difference, but you know what I mean? You can log into any one of them. Mm-hmm. All right. So this is the 15th day of the 7th month for 8 days. You understand? And it started last week, Monday. Right? Monday the 20th to Tuesday the 28th, September, this year. We are in it now. Leviticus, you can find this in Leviticus 23, 34 to 44. All right. So reminding Akiam and Aquatiam to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and material. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, then he is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And with that, we say I.M.A.D.U.M, which means to stand. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, Sar, Lapanya, Akwadam, which means turn to face the east. Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabashamaya,
Shabashamaya,
Kwadash,
Kwadash,
Aya,
Aya,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Ya'awa,
Yahawa,
Malakwatka,
Malakwatka,
Taba'a,
Taba'a,
Ratazaka,
Atazaka,
Aya,
Aya,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Barataza,
Baharataza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Aya,
Aya,
Bashamaya,
Bashamaya,
Atanlanawa,
Natananawa,
Takam,
Sakam,
Kal,
Kal,
Yawam,
Yawa,
Wasalaklanawa,
Masalaklanawa,
Kababwatnawa,
Kawabwatnawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kababwatyanawa,
Kawabwatyanawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Tabaya'anawa,
Tabayanawa,
Banasayawa,
Banasayawa,
Aba,
Aba,
Awashainawa,
Awashainawa,
Maya,
Maya,
Rai,
Ra,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Amalakwat,
Amalakwat,
Wa'ala,
Wahahala,
Wa'atapara,
Watatapar,
La'aiwalamya.
La'aiwalamya.
Amen.
Amen. In English, our Father which art in heaven,
Our Father which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever so be.
Slakia, you say the prayer for the poor.
Right? For the poor. Can.
Another one can. Ya'awa ba'asham yawashai.
Ya'awa ba'asham yawashai.
Baba Kwasha.
Baba Kwasha.
Atan Lanawa.
Atan Lanawa.
Akak.
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 Larapa'a.
Larapa'a.
Kalmakala.
Kalmakala.
Wakalmadawa.
Wakalmadawa.
Akak.
Akak.
Lata'a.
Lata'a.
Amatazaraya.
Amatazaraya.
Akak.
Akak.
La Akwaya.
La Akwaya.
Amatiam.
Amatiam.
Akak.
Akak.
Ilrakawa.
Ilrakawa.
Atamala.
Atamala.
Agarashan.
Agarashan.
Washam Yawashai.
Washam Yawashai.
Tawada Aman.
Tawada Aman. In English, Yahweh in the name of Yahawashi.
Yahweh in the name of Yahawashi.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
To heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease.
The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out in the name of Yahawashi.
To cast them out in the name of Yahawashi.
Thank you, so be.
Thank you, so be it. All right, sorry, which means to turn. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, turn and face the teacher. Men of Israel. I.M.A.D.U.M Shabbat. I.M.A.D.U.M Barak. Yahweh ba'asham yawashai barakatah. Yadamata. Sar, which means to turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I Madium Shabbat, I Madium Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Yadamata, class dismissed.
In this time of the pandemic, where COVID-19 has crippled the world economies, where our government has ordered nationwide shutdown, where hospitals are overwhelmed.
Shortly after, the unthinkable happened.
I was literally stunned and frozen.
And their religious leaders are proven to be frauds. Where do you go to get all your questions answered and to hear what God has to say about this matter? You can only find the answers in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General YAHANNA. We give you scriptural breakdowns of world events and the up and coming world war. We will show you in the Bible where the children of Israel, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans today, would suffer slavery in Jamaica, Caribbean, North, Central, and South America, and other parts of the world. We will show you in the Bible where God said He would send plagues upon the earth before He frees people from this captivity.
The World Health Organization has declared coronavirus a global pandemic.
We will give you the true teaching of the Bible, precept upon precept. To learn more, subscribe today and call the number in the description for I.S.U.P.K Jamaica. Shalom.
Are you feeling this?
Yes.
So we reach us.
Remember to like the video, share, you understand? All social media platform. Remember to pay on the tithes. You know what I mean? You see what the I.S.U.P.K does with tithes money. We feed the people. You know what I mean? I.S.U.P.K and a Commanding General YAHANNA. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? The Christian church, you know what I mean? All they do is eat your tithes. Give the tithes money to the I.S.U.P.K and you see what we do with the tithes money. You understand? So remember, pay on the tithes. Subscribe, leave in the comment. If you don't have question, just leave it in the comment section. And with that, we say shalom.
I'm willing to fight against drug dealers if they Muslim, if they Christian, if they atheist, if they Buddhist, if they killing black men. Guess what? I'm gonna say something about it. Because you know why? Just like you ain't gonna, like your boy said, it ain't gonna happen. Guess what? I'm not letting nobody sell you drugs without me saying that. I'm not gonna do it. Even though I don't know you, guess what? Just like that's your boy, guess what? I'm your boy. Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it's worth something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Some Sometimes a follower is a soldier trying to find a good shepherd. Plus, when you in hell, how did you excel? Wisdom, the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword, with a style that they might just record. The only thing equal is the curse for the wicked and the righteous reward. Have mercy on the men that don't see it, separated from the tares. Now on my prayers, and it's so be it. A rebel, take the world by word of mouth. U.P.K, we the rebels that you heard about. Yeah. And it ain't gonna stop till 100 virgins in the house and I'm handing verdicts out. Get rank, you ain't heard a clout without a shadow of a doubt. These devils hitting licks off us. Fuck the bank, I'm about to stone the pocket ticket office. Can't sweet talk us, cannot stop us. And plus I know the feds watch us. Telling people that they church full of witch doctors. Put us in prison, they stockpile us. Meanwhile, U.P.K turning rebels into Rockwallers. And leave with mighty men, and now I understand things that never truly made sense. Like why I'm crying at this funeral for a criminal, knowing he ain't innocent, it's fucked up. But my boo shine, standing between two priests, about to blaze on their ass, call it tough love. Look out for niggas just club, and wouldn't touch a white bitch with OJ's black gloves. Father, forgive me for my error. I'm forever by your side, clean and purge me of all my flaws. This the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
Look, man, first time I met manager in YAHANNA, man, hit 3807.
Rebel without a cause.
My little daughter with me. Opened the door, he was dropping the truth for me and all that.
Rebel
he
without
said,
a cause.
Man, you know, you do your time, we taking the mountains, training in hand-to-hand combat.
Rebel without a cause, this the reason I'm alive. Thank God for this truth, cause for a long time was a rebel without a cause.
You cannot whoop us. We're already dead. We're already beaten down. We've been beaten down for 400 years. We already got the wounds inside and outside our bodies. How you gonna hurt us? You cannot threaten us. You cannot frighten us. We live in the most frightening places, under the most frightening conditions. We are immune to fear. We are immune to harm. You see what I'm saying? You have stepped into a cesspool. You're the only one gonna get infected.